Hello YouTube world, how are you guys and girls doing today? Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. It's Sunday, the weekend over here in the UK, so obviously I've got a little bit of time to run some trains. I'm in the railway room, and of course what you do in the railway room but run trains. So in a minute we'll get some trains running. I just want to show you something very simple that I did the other night. Great little idea for your layout projects at home. If you ever get old bits of track or accumulate bits of track that you don't use anymore that are a little bit tatty and worn and can't be used on the layout any further, why not strip the rails and sleepers and have them as line side details and, for example, spare sleepers and spare rails ready to go in for another job. If you look on the real railway, if you ever get on board a train and take a train ride somewhere, it's always important to note that you should always record or write down line side details that you see whilst you're sitting on the train looking out the window. For example, on the floor you'll see a lot of railway track lying about, bits of rails and sleepers and whatnot, ready to go in for a job, or perhaps have come out from a weekend possession and are ready to be taken away by the scrap man. So what I've done over here with this left-hand turnout from Hornby, I couldn't use anymore because it was knackered, I simply took out the nose of the crossing with complete with all the check rails and wing rails there, and also the bits of rails from the crossing itself, the stock rails, the switch rails. Basically cut those to length, painted them a nice rusty colour, and then once they were glued in place, if you add a little drop or two of PVA glue neat on top, and then whilst it's wet sprinkle a little bit of scatter material on there, as you can see you get a rather pleasing overgrown vegetation, gone back to nature sort of thing. That's an easy little idea anyone can do, and you can do it also with the end of sidings as well. If you can, when you've got termination sidings at the end of sidings and depots and bits and pieces, you can always put a little bit of glue over the rails and the sleepers to indicate that that part's overgrown and it's gone back to nature, if you like. If you want to create a wild sort of rustic look or a gone back to nature sort of look, don't have to, but that's just a little idea that I come up with there, because often when you see scrap rail that's been sitting in there by the side of a railway line for years and years and years, it does go back to nature. So there we go. Anyway, without further ado guys and girls, you came here to see some trains running, and trains running you will see. So first of all, we've got this K3 Gresley, good old Great Eastern machine of course. It's on a fitted freight today, so we're going to get that underway and get some trains running. And if I don't see you soon, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Right, that's the K3 away. And I think we've got a light engine about somewhere. I'll just see if I can locate it. According to the signal box over there, we've got a light engine coming through in a minute, so we'll just wait for our light engine. Here comes our light engine. Right. And on the third track we've got an EMU suburban service formed by a 2-howl, which is just on the way round now. Right, okay, coming to the end of this video now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the trains today. I thought I'd finish off with something a little bit whimsical and tongue-in-cheek. It's the Titfield Thunderbolt, and I've added a few different rolling stock items to make the train near enough complete as to the film. And obviously the Titfield set that you've seen obviously on my review, there's loads of reviews of it on YouTube if you scout about for them. I've done one on my channel if you care to look. Personally, I feel that the Hornby 14XX that comes with it isn't the most fantastic of locos. It looks nice, but operationally it's crap. Unfortunately, hasn't got the best of mechanisms with it. It's basically inherited from the old Airfix model, and those of you out there that are old enough to remember the Airfix 14XXs, I've got a couple of those that are non-operational, hence the term non-operational, because they're not very good. But model wise, the body shells are absolutely lovely. I think the DJ models, I think from Hatton's, the updated 14XXs are much more nicer. I'm going to get one of those at some point. Anyway, I'll just be quiet now and let this train speak for itself. So without further ado, here is the adventures of the Titfield Thunderbolt as run by moi. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things bright and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. On its way to Mallingford. I say it's near enough that as the film. We've got the cattle van in front, which is an old LMS Hornby item. In mirror of that, we've got a blood and custard cholestery coach, and obviously the towed brake van that comes with the set. Oh, hello. We've got a bit of drama on the crossing here. That bloody Sid Hawkins again. Oh dear. Come on, Reverend, have a go at him. You'll pay for that! Okay, before I say goodbye to you guys and girls out there today, again thanks for watching the video. I hope it was amusing for you and enjoyable. I want to show you something that I don't think I've shown you on the channel before. I might have done and forgot. If not, I'll show you it again. Obviously this is the Dan's coach that comes with the Titfield Thunderbolt set. You've obviously seen it if you've got it. It's not a very accurate representation, so what I've done, I've slightly customised mine. Obviously when you buy a Hornby product, you get all this tissue paper in it. Don't ever throw it away, because it makes fantastic curtains. I'll show you. What I've done with my Dan's coach, I've actually given it a dirty wash of coal dust and water and a little bit of black paint mixed in to give it a little bit of weathered look, because it was actually too bright orange and green, whatever colour it was for my liking, so I've just toned it down a little with a little bit of dirt on there. So I just used a bit of coal dust, a little bit of black paint, a bit of water, and just flicked over the side of the body very quickly with a dry brush, and you get that result there. And the curtains inside, as you can see, it's no longer clear windows. Obviously if you look on your version you'll have clear windows, and I've blanked them out with some of that tissue paper which is in my hand there. If you cut it to size to a rectangle long strip, you can place it in the windows like so. I've done with mine, and I think on one of the windows, not sure if I can see this on the camera, sorry about this, I'll bring it up. Come on. On one of the windows, I think it's around the other side, yep, it is the other side, I do remember. There you go. Just a little bit of lichen, scenic material, doubles as the tree twig that was poked through the open window to wake up Dan by the lady. Get up, Dan! Get up! I thought that was hilarious. Poking Dan with a tree branch through the window was a brilliant bit of filming. Anyway, I've replicated that on my model. As you can see, I've put a little bit of scenic material through the window, adding a little bit of damage to the window as well, because obviously Dan's home was a little bit war torn. And also on the top, I've scratch built the stovepipe which could be lowered and raised underneath the bridges. That was done very easily with a little bit of copper wire, and that stovepipe was actually scratch built from the sprues of the modelling kit. You know when you get the modelling kits these days and everything comes on the fret, don't ever throw the frets away that the bits and pieces come attached to, because they come in very handy to make drain pipes. And as you can see on my model, come on, focus you bugger, chimneys. Anyway, that's my little idea. And also the bottom of the Lomac wagon, I've painted a dark brown colour to represent the wood on there. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that if you haven't seen it before, and I hope you've enjoyed the video today. And yeah, it's all from me, so I'll see you later. God bless you and have a happy modelling day. Bye bye.